Hey guys, this is the quick overview of the AWS Raptor Mosfet. I've installed it here on my A&K Masada, as you can see here, and basically it's ready to go. All we got to do is plug into the battery. I'll first show you how to get into programming mode and put in some simple programming. It's not too hard, and then we'll shoot on the Crony over there and see what kind of rounds per second and FPS we get. Okay, so first thing is first, I have my battery here. It's an 11.1 King Arms Buffer 2 light bulb. So I'm just going to plug it in and get into programming mode. In order to get in programming mode, all you got to do is hold down your trigger here and plug in your battery at the same time. So this might get a little tedious, but with a little practice you can get it. Okay. So I have my gun here set to semi in order to get there, and we're just going to do it right now. So bear with me. Hold down the trigger, not too hard, and plug in the battery. And make sure it's all the way in. Okay, so we should be in programming mode. Okay, there's a couple of options you can do in programming mode, and you have to actually program them all in order before you can get the gun back working normally. Okay, so the first thing you do is LiPo monitoring, and basically that monitors your battery here, and if it goes under a certain voltage, it actually just stops your battery from running, which is actually pretty nice. Okay, so I have a 3-cell 11.1 LiPo here, so it's kind of like Morse code. You have short and long poles in order to program everything, and you'll hear a slight buzz from the motor after every time you use it. So here we go. So 3-cell is one long and one short pole. So now it knows to monitor from a 3-cell 11.1 here, and we're going to move on. Rate of fire, we're going to try max rate of fire just to see how fast we can push out of this gun. So that's 3 short poles. Okay, and the next thing is fire selection configuration. So there's many different fire modes you can do. There's the traditional safe semi-auto, there's safe semi-burst, safe burst auto, and so on and so on. Okay, we're going to go a little fancy, and I'm going to actually program in safe, semi, and burst. But if you hold down burst, it becomes full auto, which is actually pretty nifty. Okay, so that's 3 long poles here. Okay, and the last thing is active braking, and it's just 1 short pole to leave it on. So right now, the gun is live. Okay, so just be careful, don't put anyone's eye out, maybe have your braille bag on. I'm just in my basement here, so it won't really affect it, and I already have my goggles on. Okay, so I'm going to assemble it back together and we'll shoot on the Crony. Okay. Okay. Okay, so as you can tell, the gun is live. I don't have any rounds in it, obviously, but let's test through all the firing modes we got here. So obviously safe is nothing. And we have semi here, which should be 1 shot. You can notice how fast the trigger response is. Pretty fast. And as you can hear, there's no half turning of the gearbox. Yep. Okay, so we're going to try the burst mode here. So it should be 1 pull, 1 quick pull as a burst, and holding it becomes full auto. As you can see, you can hear the motor doesn't half turn at all. So that means everything is working really well. I have my mag here already ready with .2s, and we're going to try them out. Okay, my catch is already set up. All I'm going to do is just shoot a couple of rounds to make sure it's good. 344, 341. So I'm shooting around the 343 mark. Okay, let's see how many rounds per minute we can get out of this. 100 or 1500, 1483, 1487. So you can see it's about 15 1,000 or 1,500 RPMs, which is pretty nice for a gun of this caliber. Okay, so I highly recommend it. It's a really good investment. LiPo monitoring all works. I have a previous attempt to film this. I ran out of batteries and it just stopped my gun, proving that it does work. And no half cycles. My motor is always turning no matter what. And I highly recommend this upgrade. So if you have any more questions, feel free to jump on the ASC, shoot me a PM, or just read the review. All right, thanks a lot.